the first half, and they kept it going in the second half. A punt block from Corey Clements, and then it's into the hands of Chauncey Golston. He recovers it in the end zone. Special teams getting in on the action here.
Right here, man. He went up the field and then inside for a clean release. Blocks it right there. Golston picks it up, man. This was a complete game, Kyle, and that's a great block by our special team players, Clemens.
Yeah, you knew the offense got in on the groove. How about the defense keeping the momentum going? Trevon Diggs now with 11 interceptions, tying Everson Walls for the most in Cowboys history, and the Cowboys shaking hands after 56-14 over Washington. Everyone all smiles at AT&T Stadium. Nearly 500 yards of total offense. It was a balanced attack all the way through, but really there's nothing you can nitpick. 3 of 13, the defense holding Washington on third down, and the Cowboys offensively converting on 2/3 of their third down conversion opportunities. It was dominating from the get-go, and the Cowboys come out on top, and they are 11-4, very much so in the talk and in the hunt for a number 1 seed in the NFC. We've got plenty more to come. We've got as much as any other Cowboys game night to talk about here in post-game reaction from the Star in Frisco. But when we come back, we hear from head coach Mike McCarthy on the Cowboys win over Washington. 56-14, the final score from AT&T Stadium.
You know, I noticed when we got into our fastball, we were moving the ball much more effectively. And I think that contributed to, you know, all of us being over, you said 50 yards, right? Yeah, I think that contributed to that.
Tempo, was that something that part of the game plan you guys said to yourself, we're going to get after them?
Nah, I think when we did it the first time, it was so effective that we just kept doing it.
You called for the ball earlier this week, and you got the first pass from Dak. You think that was on purpose, or?
Nah, it wasn't really on purpose. I think Dak and I both knew, because me and MG had the same route on the play. Dak and I both knew that 29 would jump the Oscar. That's what the route was, and so he was just going to throw away from him on that play, and I just so happened to be on the other side.
Did it feel like y'all had a different rhythm tonight than you'd had the last 3 weeks? I know you talked about how you'd still been productive through those weeks, but what was clicking tonight?
I think it was on offense. I definitely think it was the fastball. We practiced it so much, and I think you know, finally it just started to click. The defense was tired, like I said, and like I said, we practiced it so much that you know, we can actually run the fastball effectively because we know exactly where we need to be and everything like that. So I think that's what it was.
For those people who don't understand the fastball and what goes into executing that, can you detail maybe some of the other?
This segment is brought to you by the Texas Lottery. The Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery is your ticket for a chance to win up to $100,000. Get your Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket today. Must be 18 or older to purchase a ticket. Play responsibly.
56-14, the Cowboys over the Washington football team. They are 5-0 now versus the NFC East this season. And more importantly, they are NFC East champions and have an opportunity for the number 1 seed in the conference underneath head coach Mike McCarthy, who was at the podium after the win.
Okay, David's not here, so let's move. Who's next? Terrence. Yeah.
Just talk about this points barrage. You know, everybody's been talking about a slump. It seems like you broke out of the slump tonight.
Well, I just think, number one, it's, these games are important. We understand division game, and I think our guys have done just a phenomenal job with everything going on, obviously Washington's gone through a bunch with the COVID challenge. We've had a number of guys this week, so just really kept it about football, and we got started early both on offense and defense. The two takeaways early, we set the tempo and the scoring drives. So we wanted to play a complete game, and I think we accomplished that tonight.
How aware were you that the Raiders had won and that you guys had clinched the division before you even went out there tonight?
I was aware, but we didn't talk. We didn't talk about it. We felt that we really needed to perform like you always do each and every week. These games are important. Momentum, victories in December. So, and I just thought our play style and staying the course was exactly what we needed to do today. So I thought it was a good performance by our team.
Did the team not know, or you just didn't discuss it with the team?
I didn't discuss it with the team. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if guys did know about it. But yeah, I mean, we were in our pre-game, and then obviously seeing the score. I mean, I had it on in my locker room. But yeah, I mean, to me it was irrelevant. We needed to go out and perform tonight, and our guys did it.
Did you guys celebrate the division championship?
Yes, we had the hats and T-shirt moment in the locker room, so a lot of fun. The guys are enjoying it. So I mean, it's kind of stinks. You only get to celebrate the midnight tonight, so they're in a hurry. So,
how would you describe the game?
So there you hear Mike McCarthy talking about how it's not really a ton of time for the Cowboys to celebrate this NFC East title, and I think that's what's most important to keep in mind. There's no talk of they're satisfied. Jerry Jones said it earlier in the week. Mike McCarthy said it right there. You got a little bit of time to determine or to at least celebrate the NFC East championship. But Nate, what is the goal now for this Cowboys team sitting at 11-4 and moving into the final two games?
The highest seed possible. You either want that 1 or that 2 seed so you can have 2 games at home. If you can have 2 games at home with this team on the road the way they are, when they're on the road, they're not the same team. But when they come home, they are a different team with that crowd, and they play a different style of game. And our defense, they're going to hold us, but we just need to stay at home for our offense those first 2 games.
Cowboys need a little bit of help. They need Green Bay to lose once for them to at least have a shot at the number 1 seed. Now, with that being said, Nate, I mean, you've been a part of a bunch of playoff runs in the past. Now, where does this team, at least at the moment, the way they're playing, where does it stack up entering the final couple weeks?
I think they're starting to peak, and that's what concerns me is they starting to peak. Dak is starting to find his rhythm. The rest of the offense is rallying. The defense is playing well. The special teams is holding up. The way I see them right now is they get into the second round easily. Yeah.
I see how you do it. But the Cowboys, of course, I mean, you're very timid. You want to make sure that you have realistic expectations all the way through. Cowboys have a lot higher, loftier expectations in that locker room, just the way that you would want it. And like you said, the offense getting back on track today against the Washington football team. When we come back, we hear from Ezekiel Elliott about the game and how he feels this offense is clicking moving forward.
This segment was brought to you by the Texas Lottery. The Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery is your ticket for a chance to win up to $100,000. Get your Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket today. Must be 18 or older to purchase a ticket. Play responsibly.
Trevon had his 11th interception tonight. I'm not sure if you were watching the play when it happened, but if so, what do you see in terms of the way he's following the routes relative to how receivers are?
I think he has, great instincts. That would be, and from my point of view, his biggest attribute. Sure, he's fast. Sure, he has ball skills and stuff like that. But there's some other DBs who have ball skills who haven't caught 11 picks in the season. So he's real instinctive. I think I've mentioned this before, but me and him was standing by each other one time when the receivers and DBs were doing one-on-ones. We weren't competing that day, and before the receiver could finish the route, he'd call out all the routes, and 9 times out of 10 he was right. So it's just instincts.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you.
This segment is brought to you by Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
It wasn't the most impressive stat line from Ezekiel Elliott in the 56-14 win, but he did find the end zone twice. One through a receiving touchdown and the other one on the ground from 11 yards out. And Ezekiel Elliott was all smiles after the game at the podium.
Give Roxy a minute.
I'm ready.
So, I mean, you don't see games like that happen very often in the NFL. How much fun is it to be a part of a one-sided game like that?
Man, it's very fun. Everyone came out there and did their job today. Defense took the ball away. We actually scored more touchdowns than they had takeaways, so we won a little bet today. But I mean, it felt really good.
However many games it was, 3-4, we're asking you all a lot of the same questions about why it's not clicking the way. What if you had to pick something out that made the difference in how well y'all played on offense? What do you think it was?
I think the thing that really helped us was we got on the ball and we were playing with tempo. I mean, when we do that, it tires those guys down so much, and I mean, it takes a lot of the thinking out of the game for us. So I mean, getting on the ball, playing with tempo, that's our easiest way to wear that defense down.
You've been telling us that you feel better, that you feel as good as you felt in a long time. It really looked like it out there. Was that as good as you felt in a long time?
1,000%. I'm close. I'm real close to being back. Feeling 100%, and I think the coaches, they've done a good job just kind of limiting my reps and letting me get healthy. But yeah, I'm close.
Does the brace kind of help to that effect, or is it more about the rest, or like you said, the limited reps in practice?
I think the brace definitely helps a lot. The brace, it helps a lot. It keeps it stable, keeps things from moving around, and yeah.
Is that about peace of mind also?
So, of course, Ezekiel Elliott and the offense getting off the ground at least early on in the game, 42 points in that first half. It was exactly what the Cowboys wanted to see. Is it what you wanted to see from this offense as you wanted them to click moving forward?
Definitely. With a better run game, if we get a better run game, that gets Dak a better pass game, and as Zeke get healthier and Tony Pollard continue to be the explosive guy he is, we're going to be all right because we're a run-first team, pass second.
And they were able to run the ball efficiently early on, but Dak Prescott with 35 pass attempts in the first half. The passing game was really what Washington was giving the Dallas Cowboys, and they were able to take advantage throughout. When we come back, we focus back on the defensive side. How about hearing from the NFL's leader in interceptions? Trevon Diggs steps to the podium when we come back on Cowboys Game Night.
This segment was brought to you by Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Slump officially over for the offense?
You tell me. I never said we were in a slump. Those were your words, so I think it'd be hard for you to say that now. But yeah, tonight was great. Great performance by the offense. Great performance by the team. I mean, scoring on all three phases, scoring by all the different ways that we did on offense. Great team win. Great team effort.
What message do y'all send when, having clinched the NFC East in a playoff berth before the game started, you still go out and put out a performance like this?
Yeah, I don't know if many people knew that we clinched before the game. I didn't. That's kind of what my message was, talking to the guys in the circle up right there, was about going out and winning this division. So I mean, I don't know if we're in the world or in the business of trying to send messages more than we're just trying to get better, day in and day out, game after game, and make sure that we're playing our best ball, as I continue to say, and peaking at the right time headed into this tournament.
You got the hats on. How did the celebration feel after the game?
Oh, yeah, it felt good. I mean, obviously winning the division, something that you set a team goal to do at the beginning of the year. And to get the T-shirts and hats, that's a cool thing, but I can guarantee nobody in the locker room is satisfied with that.
You're the first quarterback to throw a touchdown pass to a running back, receiver, tight end, and offensive lineman in the same game in NFL history. Was the easiest throw to Steele or to Zeke? What was the easiest one for you?
I don't know. Maybe the Schultz one. I don't know. They were. I give credit to Kellen on those. I mean, dialing all of those up at the right time. Obviously, great looks on all of those situations. Even obviously right
Welcome back into Cowboys Game Night. Kyle Yeoman's back with you. Trevon Diggs now with 11 interceptions. He was able to tie Everson Walls for the most in a single season in Cowboys history on the first defensive play from scrimmage. Here's what he had to say after the win over Washington.
Can you walk us through, just from the mindset perspective, they go at you like that on the first play of the game? What's going through your head?
I wasn't expecting it, but you know, I'm still ready at the end of the day. So, you know, they wanted to try me. First play, you know. So I knew it was going to be that type of game, though. You know, just a lot of action, you know, just balls up in the air. So, you know, I was just on it. I was prepared. I was ready for it. You know, they put their best guy on me, so see what happens. But they wanted to spice it up in the beginning for sure.
The next series, you had a PBU, I think, and you kind of, it was on their sideline.
Yep.
And you kind of glared. Was somebody saying something to you, or were you just looking at them like, what are y'all doing?
Exactly. Exactly what I was thinking.
Does that kind of pump you up like the first play of the game?
No, I was in my feelings. I felt, you know, like, wow, they really just did that. So, you know, it gave me a little bit more, you know, to go out there and, you know, just, you know, put on my best. But at the end of the day, it's football. You know, you never know what to expect. And
What do you think of DeMarcus's form on his pick six?
he's fire. Like, he's really fast. Madden need to stop changing his rating, too. I think they got him like an 80-something. He's definitely a 90 speed on Madden, so need to fix that. Madden definitely need to fix that. And he got acceleration. He got jukes. All that need to go up, because I play with Cowboys on Madden. I need him to be running, put him in a spot, chasing after people.
What do you think about your defense overall in terms of you get a pick, Lawrence a pick six?
Yep.
You know, so many different guys making plays for you.
It's amazing, you know, just everybody clicking, everybody's just vibing, and everyone wants to make plays. You see the next man make a play, you want to make a play. You see him make a play, the next person want to make a play. So, you know, it's just, we got this energy and this vibe on defense that's, you know, it's unmatched. Like, it's like we really clicking.
Y'all have been aggressive all season, but especially tonight, it seemed like y'all contested every ball that got thrown. Just, is that something in the game planning, or is it the pass rush, or just what do you think led to that?
That's definitely in the game planning. We play man almost every play, so it's gonna be them one-on-one catches, it's gonna be one-on-one contested balls. So, you know, that's expected. You know, so we just go out there, we got the D-line, you know, and just do our job.
You guys have won 4 in a row.
Here's a look at the defensive stats for the Dallas Cowboys. 5 sacks total, 1 for DeMarcus Lawrence, 1 for Mr. Micah Parsons, as the rookie now up to 13 sacks on the year, and then also a couple other guys getting in the mix there. The 2 interceptions for the Cowboys as well. Trevon Diggs now up to 11. 11 picks for Trevon Diggs, 11 wins for the Cowboys. I mean, when's the last time you've seen a Cowboys defense have this much success game in and game out?
I've been on some teams that had great success defensively as a whole, top 5, all during our Super Bowl run, but never the individual statistics. I played a little bit with Everson Walls, but he had already accomplished these feats, the 11 and the 9 interceptions respectively on the defense. But, man, to see this much talent play at this level and knowing that they haven't reached their peak is an amazing thing.
They were able to hold Taylor Heineke to 7 of 22 passing, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions, so really shutting him down as they continue to do that. They've stacked up 5 straight games now, really, of taking the defense and making something of it on that side of the ball. When we come back here on Cowboys Game Night, we wrap up another big win for the Dallas Cowboys.
Man over there at the jumbo wide position and get him a pass, and yeah, it was incredible. Just
so we coming back.
The high knees and high stepping along the sideline, and yeah, incredible play. I mean, just to drop back after his pass rush and get the interception, great play by a great player.
What is the tally at then now?
Yeah, you tell me. I don't know. I know we kicked their butts today. I told you they kicked our butts last week, and we got them good today. But we'll continue this thing going. Excited for the challenge next week.
Dak, the Christmas outfit you had on yesterday, whose idea was that, and how did the holiday go for you, man?
The reindeer outfit? You like that? Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't my idea, but you know, the girlfriend wanted to wear it, so I wore it, and I actually wore it to the facility. Once I put it on, it felt good. So I just kept it on. That was my Christmas Day outfit. And, yeah, I mean, just blessed to be able to have the Christmas that I did, spend time with family, friends, my brother, my father, and obviously practice on Christmas is also another blessing, and just being able to come out and play this game. I'm just very grateful and thankful in the holiday season.
Do you think that winning the division is y'all's final goal? What does it mean to celebrate in the locker room after a game like this when last year you weren't here at this time and it's been a few years since the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, just it's good to celebrate, as I said, a goal that you set out at the beginning of the year. So just know we're going in the right direction. We're turning in the right direction for our ultimate goal, what we really want to do. So it's a good celebration, but as I said, nobody's satisfied with this celebration. We're on to the next week, honestly, now. We'll celebrate this tonight, but no, we'll move forward tomorrow. I've got a good one here next week and excited for that matchup.
You've got teams more talented than Washington set to come in front of you, both regular season and obviously playoffs as well. But if you can play at this level offensively and defensively, what's the ceiling for this team? Yeah,
there is no ceiling. And I think, as you said, I mean, it doesn't matter really who we're playing. When we're playing our best ball, we're going to be a tough group to stop on all three phases. And when you see that tonight, just the special teams getting the score, defense getting the score, and offense doing it in the different ways that we did, we're going to be tough. So we got to make sure that we just.
Dallas Cowboys Game Night was presented by AT&T, Reliant, an NRG company, and by NFL Game Pass. You'll never miss a game again. Enjoy full and condensed game replays from Week 1 to the Super Bowl.
56-14, the final score from AT&T Stadium as the Dallas Cowboys not only wrap up the NFC East, but propel themselves forward with a boatload of confidence heading into the final two games of the regular season as they beat down the Washington football team here in Week 16. Welcome back in. Final segment of Cowboys Game Night. He's Nate Newton. I'm Kyle Yeomans. It was a record-setting day, Nate, but what was your favorite part about the Cowboys not only getting their fourth straight win, but doing it in big fashion?
I hate to say this, and I know Dak saying we shouldn't celebrate, but when I saw them hats and I saw that, the Cowboys run the East, I love that. NFC East champs, I love that, man. Cherish that moment, man. I mean, you can't take it into next week, but you can take it for 2 days and then cherish that moment and keep playing for one another. If they keep playing for one another, they'll be okay.
Mike McCarthy said they had until midnight to celebrate the NFC East title, and the Cowboys did that on the field. There you go. Okay, we'll push it back because of Nate Newton. Thank goodness he has it taken care of. But that's going to do it here for us in Cowboys Game Night. Cowboys take on the Cardinals next week, a 3:25 kickoff, and we'll be here to cover it on DallasCowboys.com. We'll see you next week.
Wow.